Hello and welcome to Stockholm in Sweden, where we're driving the brand new Lexus UX, and these are the 5 key things that you need to know about it. But before we go any further, don't forget, if you want the very best deals on the UX or any of its rivals, head to the What Car New Car Buying section on our website. So the first thing to mention is the car's name. Now, it's a brand new car. It's not a replacement for anything. It's not a model that's following on from something else. It's not something that harks back to Lexus's tradition or heritage or anything like that. It's a brand new model on a new platform. So they've called it the UX. And Lexus said that the U in that stands for urban and the X, or a cross, stands for crossover. So it's an urban crossover.
Slick, right? Having an X on the end also makes it a recognisable part of Lexus's current SUV family, which includes the bigger NX and even bigger RX and RXL. As for its rivals, the UX is against premium family SUVs like the Volvo XC40 and BMW X1, as well as hybrid rivals like the Kia Niro and Mini Countryman SE. As for the interior, if you're looking for a typical high-riding driving position in your SUV, the UX might not be for you, because you sit noticeably lower to the ground than its rivals. While it might not be quite so high as others, it's still a fine driving position with great visibility and lots of adjustability to get comfortable. As for the rest of the interior, it's typical Lexus, with a truly excellent level of build quality, but, as with other cars in its lineup, an infotainment system which is hugely frustrating to use because of its complicated layout and ancient trackpad system.
In the UK, the UX is only available as a hybrid car. So that means it gets a brand new 2-litre petrol engine, and that is paired with an electric motor, and it gets a battery as well. So what's that like? Well, like most hybrid cars, it's very impressive at low speeds around town, where when it's just running on the battery power, it's very quiet and the acceleration is smooth and quick and responsive as well. But the car also gets a decent amount of power as well. So not only will it cope very easily and very comfortably with town speeds, but if you get it up to higher speeds, it does actually have a decent amount of power to go with the smoothness as well. So longer, faster motorway journeys are actually pretty easy. But what we would say is that being a hybrid, it doesn't quite have the pulling power of the diesel engines that you get in its premium rivals, like the XC40 or the BMW X2. Now that engine is paired with a CVT gearbox. That's a continuously variable transmission. What that is an automatic gearbox, so it's not a manual, you don't have to change gears yourself, and there's only 2 pedals, and it basically means that it doesn't shift gears like you get on some other automatic gearboxes.
The trouble with CVT gearboxes, though, is that when you ask for a prolonged burst of acceleration, it sends the revs soaring and takes a very long time for it to settle down again. No one has made a CVT that's quite as slick as a more traditional automatic.
Lexus has worked on the CVT transmission for the UX, and actually it's not quite so bad as it has been in other models. So although it's not perfect, you only really have a problem if you're suddenly accelerating very hard, and the instances that happens are really not that common in everyday driving.
This is an early drive in the UX, which means that there are still quite a few things that are to be announced by Lexus. There's no confirmation of pricing, for example, with Lexus saying it'll be priced right among its premium rivals, meaning it's going to start from around £30,000. So the UX is a striking hybrid family SUV with a plush interior and offers decent performance around town. But it remains to be seen if it can make more sense than conventionally powered rivals. When we get it in the UK, we'll be group testing it against those competitors. To keep up to speed with the latest car news, reviews and videos, subscribe to our YouTube channel. And when the Lexus UX goes on sale early next year, the place to get the very best deals on it is the new What Car New Car Buying section on our website.